Hello, all my Taurus friends. Welcome to your January 2023 intuitive astrology forecast with me, Teri Hunter. I'm an intuitive astrologer, Reiki master, angel therapy practitioner, and empowerment coach. And today we're going to talk about some of the what I think are the key aspects coming up at the beginning of the year for 2023 for Taurus. This is Taurus rising, moon, sun, and stelliums. I like to go in that order when I'm looking at my personal transits. It feels very powerful to me that the rising sign indicates my perception and how I view the world. My moon represents my emotional body, which is how I manifest. And then the sun is my vitality and how I project myself out into the world. If you have a stellium in Taurus, which is 3 or more personal planets, and I say that kind of with quotes because if it's personal planets, it's absolutely a stellium. If they're outer planets, those are generational, so they're not quite as influential within a stellium. So a stellium is going to indicate the soul's intention. It's almost like it's a fine focus within this lifetime of what you want to achieve and manifest or experience. So let's look and see what's going on. First thing that's pretty exciting is that Jupiter moved into Aries, or I should say re-entered Aries on December 20th, 2022. Aries is your 12th house. This is a house of it's a very spiritual house. The 12th house is the last house before the human goes back into the energetic collective. And this is teeing up Jupiter entering Taurus in May. So it's going to be in Aries again between December 20th, 2022, and then May 15th or so, depending upon where you are in the world, 2023. I think this is giving Taurus an opportunity to really kind of dig deep into your dreams, your hopes. What do you want to experience? And in many ways, start to look at it as a spiritual journey and to get a little bit brave about where you may actually be getting in your own way. Taurus is a rich sign. It is ruled by Venus. It's very connected to my family history. And I think of the family history in the lifetime as sort of an imprint that is left on us. It's like a brand when you're branding an animal on a ranch. It may fade with time, but it's always there. So I think that this Jupiter going through your 12th house is giving you an opportunity to dig deeper into your spiritual beliefs, what you believe about yourself, where you may be carrying inadvertently an old story into your present day or into your future experience, and give you an opportunity to rewrite that. Jupiter rules the connection to the angelic realm. It rules expansion and wealth, and it brings prosperity. The flip side of that is it can get a little big. It can feel full of itself. It can get a little bit so broad in its perception that it misses some of the details. But here in your 12th house, this seems to double down on the idea that this is a spiritual opportunity for you to set a new foundation or reset and anchor in for yourself a vision of what you want moving forward, and then to create your partnership with spirit. It's sort of like declaring what it is you want and then giving yourself an opportunity to wait for an inspiration that comes through, or to be aware of looking for a guidance or something that says, oh, that feels good. That feels like the right move. We also have the year starting with Mars retrograde in Gemini. That's your second house, which you naturally rule. So this is the second house of your skills, of your voice, not only a singing voice, but how you speak out into the world, how you project yourself, how you feel confident in speaking your piece, as they say. And Mars has been retrograde in your sign since the end of October 2022. It's in its entirety, Mars will have done a 7-month journey through Gemini. This is giving you an opportunity to really look at how you think, what you're speaking, where your attention is being saturated through the media. One of the things I like to do with my passwords, I don't know why I want to say this, is I like all my passwords to have some sort of affirmation to support my goals. So I feel like this is an opportunity for Taurus to really review how you are taking your action. Mars is taking action. Mars is about being brave and about being courageous within your own skills, about what you want to experience, about standing in your second house energy and giving birth to it from how you perceive it and what you want for it. We also have Mercury retrograde in your ninth house. Ninth house is naturally Sagittarius and ruled by Jupiter. So I feel like this whole beginning of the year is giving Taurus an opportunity to re-examine your beliefs, to see if you're carrying beliefs into your present or future experiences that have actually expired, and you inadvertently are operating on an imprint, that your awareness of that imprint now gives you an opportunity to refocus your intentions. On the 2nd or 3rd, depending upon where you are in the world, Venus will move into Aquarius. Venus is your natural ruler, and this feels like an opportunity to liberate myself. Saturn has been in Aquarius for a while. This is your 10th house of career. This is your 10th house of the public eye, how you're seen in the world. It's the very highest part of the chart. So I think this is going to give you an opportunity in some ways to liberate yourself, to think in new ways, to get innovative, and to expand. And I say that because Venus to me is about it's about my skills, but here in this position, it's about expanding myself within my public eye. You might even want to start to do new endeavors on the internet, since that is the primary platform that we all now operate on and gives us the most public view. And I feel as if this is also an opportunity for you to, I kind of want to say it this way, express your genius. If you've had any trepidations about who and what you are, I think this is an opportunity to really start to see that the way that the trends are going, the way that humans are starting to interact, we're looking for people of integrity and character. We're not necessarily being as excited about somebody who has a lot of material wealth if they don't have the character and the integrity and the heart to be connected to others, I almost feel like it's a bit of a humanitarian philosophical way of looking at things. So as you have Mercury in the ninth house of your beliefs, of higher education, of foreign ideas, foreign people, foreign things, foreign places, there's this whole opportunity for Taurus to sort of rewrite the story you want to live moving forward, and not from a place of fear and not from a place of what has been. This is where Venus in Aquarius is giving me this opportunity to really, liberate myself, maybe even be a little bit of a rebel on what people expect of me, but they can appreciate my authenticity. On the 6th, we will have a full moon in Cancer. This will be in your 3rd house. I'm going to do a separate video on the full moon. But here I just kind of want to mention that this is about self-care. Cancer rules the home, the family, and the 3rd house rules siblings. So I want to offer this opportunity for Taurus to, as we start this new year with Mars and Mercury in retrograde, there's this sluggish sort of, it's not really seeing the story moving forward in the material as much as I feel like we're strategizing still. We're thinking about things, we're being deliberate in our thoughts and the awareness of where our thoughts are taking us. And here, this full moon in Cancer brings an illumination to that. It brings some sort of epiphany that is involving self-care. It's involving self-nurturing. It's involving using your intuitive body in alignment with that which you want to create in the material world. So I feel like this is going to give you an opportunity to really plant some seeds. I know a full moon is the culmination, but when we end one cycle, we're always starting another one. So to me, this full moon is going to give you an opportunity to plant seeds in a much more intentional and with experience under your belt. It's kind of like the first time you try to grow something. Oftentimes you'll either overwater it or overfeed it, but through a certain process, Mars going through your second house of Gemini, that whole period of the 7 months, because Mars is going to be in Gemini until March of 2023, but it will move forward January 12th. So this is really a great opportunity for you to start to implement some new ideas. On the 21st, we will have a new moon in Aquarius at the 1st degree. This is a series of new moons that we saw start, I believe it was in the Sagittarius season of 2022, when the new moon was at 1 degree. Then we have the Capricorn new moon on the 23rd of December 2022 at the 1st degree. Now we see Aquarius at the 1st degree. We will see a Pisces new moon at the 1st degree, and we will see an Aries new moon at the critical 0 degree on the world axis when we get into March. So I want to offer this new moon as a real opportunity for you to anchor in. Venus is in Aquarius, Saturn is in Aquarius. This is an opportunity for you to anchor in new structures, or the idea of new structures of how you want to move forward based on how you view yourself, how you take care of yourself, what your wants, your desires, and how you feel harmonious within your life, and how you feel wealth, because all of those new moons are going to tee up when we get to May and Jupiter moves into your sign. And then it feels like there's gas on the fire. The final thing I want to talk about is on the 27th or thereabouts, Venus will move into Pisces, which is your 11th house. This is your presence on the internet, the World Wide Web, how people view you in the big scheme of things. It's also the house of innovation, of new platforms of technology. It rules science, and it rules our hopes and our dreams. And it's a house that matures over time and offers reward. Wherever Saturn is, and Saturn is naturally the co-ruler of the 11th house. So while Pisces is your 11th house and Venus is moving into a sign which she absolutely loves, she's at her best friend's house, they're pouring the wine, the poo-poo platters are out, and they're about to have great conversation. The music is going on, the candles are lit, and everybody is feeling that kind of warm, fuzzy energy. So as you allow yourself the privilege of feeling this and then expanding upon it within your network, I think you're going to feel a lot of love from the peeps out there in the world, and it's going to spawn even more creative juices for you, or more inspirations and passions within you. And I think that's what is the beautiful part of what Uranus has offered you as it's been traversing your sign for quite some time, and not quite done there. So again, we're going to see this opportunity to liberate yourself from any chains that bind you. While the year doesn't start off with a bang as far as action, when it comes to being in the war room, being in the planning room, being in the storyboard of your life, it's fertile ground, and it's really teeing up some beautiful things to experience moving forward within the year. So that's it for my Taurus rising moon, sun, and stelliums. I hope you can join me on Sunday mornings live at 11 a.m. Pacific time, where I do my angel scopes, where we do our angel readings, and we look at the week ahead, the transits, and get advice from Spirit on how to traverse those transits. Please like, please subscribe, please share. Please share and comment on these videos. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you all better and more intimately in the new year. My Taurus moon loves that. So thanks so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the beginning of January 2023, and I will see you on Sunday. Peace out.